Warning, I swear a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Library of Ruina. We're here, the penultimate clash before presumably going up against Argalia himself today, presumably, because I don't know. We're up against Pluto, so, Floor of Religions, time to shine. I bet Pluto has some fucking bullshit, and I bet this is going to be a tough fight. Or at least an iffy one, and people have mentioned there's even a glitch involved where potentially you can't see his combat pages, so we'll see how that goes. But I have prepared the Floor of Religion for such a battle as best I can, or maybe not as best I can, maybe as creatively as I could, doing stuff I felt like doing, but I have prepared them at the very least, and there is room for changes and improvement in case this battle goes horribly, horribly wrong. Let's get in there and start with Hokma. Now, making a Blockma build is something I've always, for some reason, struggled with. It's just like I've not been able to wrap my head around properly and I haven't been able to come up with proper builds for it. Someone in the Discord did provide what is presumably a map, a guide, as it were, for making the best possible Blockma build, or at least one that is very good, but they were so fucking rude about it that I decided to completely ignore them and not use their idea at all, and instead have gone to do this my own way, because that's the kind of person I am. For cards, we have Graze the Grass, Brace Up, Multi-Slash, Iron Wall, Seize Chance, Will the Prescript, Concentration, Be On, and True Trigram Formation. As for the passives, we have gone with Mirane's page, so we get those trigrams, and we also have Nemo's page with Charged Shield, we have Esther's page with Locked Potential, we have Your Shield, and we have Keeping in Stride. The idea, I'm thinking, really, is to just build up Hokma's stats, make sure his cards are performing above their pay grade, and then a little bit of longevity as well. I doubt this is a good Blockma build, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. Alexio, Barda's page, because I just love Devastating Thrash so much, and I refuse to not give it to them. They have double up Graze the Grass, double up Brace Up, Iron Wall, Absorb Impact, and 3 Devastating Thrashes. And the passives, including Barda's of course, are Triple R Suit, Reindeer Treatment, Brainwave Charge Focusing Antlers, Compressed Charge Stimulated Muscle Force, and Electric Shock. My thoughts being, as it were, if this does not go well, and this page just doesn't perform, then as Alexio fails, his attacks will get stronger, and then he'll be more inclined to succeed in the future. He also deals more stagger damage with the chance of perhaps throwing his opponents off balance maybe a bit quicker to help us out. Maybe start throwing out one-sided attacks if things are going wrong for Alexio, and he can do more damage with them. Compressed Charge Stimulated Muscle Force so he can pick his engagements, and Electric Shock to potentially debuff the opponent. He has plenty of multi-hit attacks, or at least some. No, he actually doesn't have that many, but Devastating Thrash is a 3-hit, so hopefully that could lead to some paralysis, which will help us out a lot. Hot Shot, Kalo's page. Thumb decks are just great. I love thumb decks. They've got 2 times Forward March, Brace Up, 2 times Reload, Bayonet Combat, The Will of the City, and 2 times Focus Fire. This will do what we need it to do. And in terms of the pages, obviously they have Kalo's benefits, but on top of that they have Bottom Deal, Stacking the Deck, Empowered First Shot, Additional Supplies, and Offensive Position, for power and shooting, and benefiting from using ammo and stuff like that. And Brace Up also works well with Bottom Deal and Stacking the Deck as well, so that's nice. Weber has gone with Nikolai's page because the buffs may as well make everyone better. It always helps. Nikolai's page is clutch as hell, and we've got Unlock 1, Graze the Grass, Multi-Slash, Absorb Impact, Quick Suppression, Will the City, Will the Prescript, Concentration, and of course, Disposal. And then on top of Nikolai's passives, we have Bionic Charge, Synchronized Hull, Maximum Crash, and Locked Potential, with the hope that Weber will be able to continue to keep up throughout the entirety of combat, with the buffs to themselves from the commander, and then also Locked Potential, and then they gain some protection to negate any damage they take, and of course Maximum Crash to increase their damage. They've got decent cards. I think they can perform okay. The most interesting one is up next, and this is one I probably had the most fun with. Here is Zizhan running Elena's page, and I have gone somewhat psychotic with this because I thought it would be fun. I've gone with 2 times Forward March, 2 times Brace Up, 3 times Crimson Claws, an Unyielding Strike, and a Blood Spreading, bearing in mind that Blood Spreading is a single-use mass summation, but potentially a very powerful one. And in terms of the passive attributions, we've got Elena's as standard, including that HP stuff. We've also got Mind Hauler, Health Hauler, and then we've got Deflect Assault, Eye of Death, Innovation, and Kizuna Extreme Fatigue. So, to explain my thought process here, Blood Fiendish requires 3 or more HP recovered in a single scene to gain 1 strength next scene. Immediately, with the combination of Health Hauler and Blood Fiendish, as long as Zizhan lands a hit, they will gain strength every scene, basically. With Mind Hauler, of course, that keeps his stagger resist up, so he's less likely to stagger. And then with Yujin's page, the counter dice is nice, but not crucial. Eye of Death is helpful for the extra power, and Kazuna Extreme Fatigue, because I'm thinking that if Zizhan is such a survivor, as it were, someone who just keeps fighting regardless, and like everyone else dies before him, he will gain buffs. He will gain a maximum of +2 strength and +2 endurance for the rest of the act, which means if he's the last one standing, he's going to go down swinging, because his dice are going to be buffed significantly. Is that going to work the way I hope it will? I don't know. I don't know, but +2, +3 to Crimson Claw's attacks is quite nice. The recovery here is relatively decent, but could be better. Unyielding Strike helps with that, though that might be better replaced with a Will of the Sea for the extra light and extra card draw. Only reason I thought to throw in Unyielding Strike is because Crimson Claws isn't that strong as such. It's not much of a clasher. I'm going to go with Will of the Sea. So yes, this is the Floor of Religion. We'll be focusing all the Blockma buffs on Hokma because it makes sense to do that. Whether or not that'll work out is anyone's guess, but these are some decent fighters. They'll all be buffed. Ow, my arm. I think they'll be alright. Let's see what Pluto has. Tentatively. Yes, it's Pluto. At the start of each scene, exhaust all pages in hand and deck. Yeah. On the second scene, spawns 4 shades that copy the appearance stats and combat pages of the assistant librarians. Once all shades have been defeated, proceeds to the next phase. Immune to status ailment, takes no damage from deflects. You fucker! Only active during the first phase. Okay, so you can't one and done him. Makes sense. He will take damage from deflects in future phases. Add a copy of Counterpart Liberty to target's hand. Must use pages with a certain cost. Add a copy of Counterpart Amplification. Pages of a certain cost gain power, others lose power. Add a copy of Counterpart Swiftness to target's hand. Swiftness, gain haste, must engage in clashes. Add a copy of Counterpart Might to target's hand. Might, gain strength, must use pages with 1 offensive die. Well, that's fine. Add a copy of Counterpart Light to target's hand. Fully restore light, must use all of it. Interesting, okay. The shades are going to be a problem because we're basically fighting ourselves. In fact, the fact that we have a Zizhan means one of them might just be immortal, but we'll see. Let's give it a go. Oh boy.
안녕하십니까. 이곳을 지키는 사서 호크마라고 합니다.
Lower it to 25 this time because it didn't make much difference last time. It's significantly quiet on my end. If it's not on your end, I don't know what to tell you.
꽤 점잖은 분이시군요. 잔혹하다고 들었던 도서관치고는 의외입니다.
Hokma is nothing if not a gentleman.
이곳도 꽤 조용하며 분위기가 나쁘지 않고요.
It's appropriate, isn't it? Very appropriate.
사람을 책으로 만드는 끔찍한 일이 일어났다고는 믿기 힘들 정도로 고요하고 공허합니다.
More times than I can count. It's in case you haven't noticed, most of us aren't really on board with it.
뒤에 계신 분들은
They're Hokma's friends. Yes, Hokma has friends.
저와 함께 접대를 도우실 보조 사서분들입니다. 서로 인사하세요.
Please introduce yourself, Zizhan.
예, 플루토라고 합니다.
I really like you, Pluto.
이곳은 종교의 층이라고 하셨죠. 당신은 종교를 무엇이라고 생각하십니까?
Oh, this is going to be a conversation.
글쎄요. 간절히 믿는 것이자 어떤 행동을 하는 데 의미와 행할 수 있는 힘을 주는 마음이 아니겠습니까?
A fairly apt description, it must be said. You know, on the surface.
무언가에 대한 믿음이 과연 그 마음가짐 정도만 부여할까요? 세상에 좋은 일을 한다고 선한 이가 아니며 나쁜 일을 한다고 악한 이가 아닙니다.
That's true, and neither are mutually exclusive to either being religious or not religious.
하지만 악한 일을 해도 선인이 되고 무슨 짓을 해도 용서받을 수 있는 것.
It depends on the scale of the misdeeds, I'd say, and the judging of such would probably come down to the individual.
자신이 믿고 생각하는 바가 반드시 옳다고 생각할 수 있는 것이 바로 믿음이자 종교가 아니겠나요?
It can certainly lead to single-minded arrogance.
참으로 종교에서의 믿음이란 이기적이고 잔인한 것이 아닐 수 없을 겁니다.
완전히 틀린 말은 아니겠죠.
I suppose you have your point, yes, even with your quaint suit, yes. Very poor.
수긍하시는 겁니까?
You think he does?
견고하지 않고 갈라진 마음에는 왜곡된 믿음만이 스며드는 건 사실일 테니까요.
견고하지 않더라.
Unsteady.
당신은 믿는 것이 있습니까?
I would presume he believes in Argalia.
잘 모르겠군요. 보이지 않는 것은 믿지 않아서 말입니다.
That's fair.
전 이곳이 꿈인지 현실인지 제가 정말 당신을 보고 있는지 아닌지조차 확신할 수 없습니다.
I mean, yes, that's technically true, but when you start to consider every single aspect of existence in that way, it becomes more trouble than it's worth to be so subjective, you know, where it's like, sure, I can't honestly tell you with 100% certainty that I'm sat here right now recording a video on a game called Library of Ruina. You know, it's possible I could not be doing that right now, but for all intents and purposes I am. And as far as I can perceive, I am. So that's the end of it, really.
두 발로 서 있는 것조차 환상일지도 모른다고 의심하죠.
Once again, you kind of just have to ignore stuff like that half the time because to continue to ponder it is pointless. Because let's assume for a moment that it is an illusion and that Pluto is not even here and not standing on his own 2 feet. What, pray tell, could he do anything about it? What could he possibly do about it? What could he change about that? Nothing. So what does it matter?
인간이 인간의 감각마저 속일 수 있는데 하물며 존재치 않는 것을 믿고 따를 수 있겠습니까?
Now I get the point, of course. He says all that not because he actually stands around all day pondering that stuff, but to reinforce the point of how can I believe in something that I don't even know exists and can't see when I technically cannot 100% ascertain the fact that I am standing here right now talking to you. I get what he's saying. Like, I'm not arguing with him on those previous points because I actually think that's the point he's making. He was just using it as a reference. But it's discussion. It's the discussion part of the video has been the formula for the past 10 receptions.
그것은 아마도 뜨거운 것을 만지고도 차게 느끼고 되려 찬 것을 만지면 뜨겁다 느끼는 것과 비슷할 겁니다. 가령 세계를 그대로 볼 수 없게 하는 어떠한 교활한 존재가 있다면 어떨까요?
You mean like Roland? Because he does that. He wore a mask that masks people's perception of him, that subverted their perceptions of him. He was an illusion.
사실이 무엇이든 간에 본인이 그렇게 느낀다면 그것이 바로 부정할 수 없는 진실 아니겠습니까?
In certain contexts, the truth is determined by the one who perceives it. If I truly believed that, I don't know, you wanted to beat me up or something and you were like, no, I don't, and you actually truly did not, but as far as I could tell, all of the evidence pointed to the fact that you wanted to, it would become a truth in my mind that was your intention. And in that sense, it becomes the truth from my perspective, even though it's not true at all. Even though it's not reality, because it has become my reality. My reality is that knowledge which has led me to that belief. This is a very strange example, but I couldn't think of a better way to phrase it, I guess.
그것이 거짓이라 하여도 제가 지금 믿고 있다는 사실, 그것 하나는 변함없으니 말입니다.
You summed up my point pretty well, Hawkma, despite the fact I said it really dumb.
다른 것을 믿기 위해서는 그것을 바라보는 자신을 믿어야겠죠.
허울 좋은 소리를 하시는군요.
Specious words.
전 그날 깨달았을 뿐입니다. 눈에 보이는 그대로를 믿으면 안 된다는 것을.
The problem, of course, is that the whole point of faith is to place your belief in something that isn't really 100%. It's not 100% factually proven. That's why it's called faith as opposed to just knowledge. Or, you know, I don't have faith in gravity. I don't believe in gravity. I know gravity is a thing because it's keeping me rooted to the fucking planet right now. I don't need faith or belief to believe that gravity is a thing. We know it is. But faith in God, faith in a mystical entity, faith in a person. Faith in a person even applies here because you don't know for 100% certain that that person is going to come through on that faith. They could let you down, but you have faith in them that they will do it. Despite you can't control their actions, so you don't know they'll do it, but you have faith in them. You believe that they'll do it. It's the difference, of course.
아마도 과거의 존은 보기 좋게 속았던 거겠죠.
Faith in of itself doesn't necessarily have to pertain to religion.
저희의 안전을 보호해 줄 수 있다는 얄팍한 한마디에 그 얇은 계약서 한 장에 제 모든 걸 잃었으니까요.
And that was also Roland's fault.
그분께서 구원해 주시지 않으셨다면 모든 걸 원망하며 그렇게 잠들었을지도 모르겠습니다.
I gotta be honest, Pluto, it seems like you got the most broken powers out of all of the Reverberation members.
그리고 이제는 그분이 가려는 길을 함께 가고자 합니다. 오직 단 한 가지 믿는 것이 있다면 아르갈리아님과 그분께서 만들어 주실 새로운 세상뿐.
Called it.
그자를 믿을 수 있는 이유는 무엇입니까?
Why the fuck do you believe in such a gosh darn sadistic psycho?
눈을 감아 평생 거짓 없는 새로운 세상을 바라볼 수 있다면 전 기꺼이 그분을 믿을 겁니다.
That's a fair world to desire, to be fair.
그리고 당신도 그런 도시의 모습이 마음에 드셨으면 좋겠군요.
That's the point though, would Argalia even let the librarians live? I doubt it somehow. He might do it in a gloating kind of way, but he also, like, he could literally go either way. He'd either be like, oh yeah, I want you all to live to see my vision, but you might also be like, I want you all to die slowly and painfully. Roland certainly wouldn't survive to see the new world, I can tell you that.
부정도 긍정도 하지 않겠습니다. 제 의견은 중요치 않으니.
At least you recognize it.
예, 그렇습니다. 그럼 준비하시길.
And of course, Pluto is too polite to even be like, yeah, your opinions don't matter to me. He's like, no, I would listen and take on board what you're saying. I like nice conversation. This is a great meeting. These two characters are a great dynamic. It's not funny, it's just very courteous and polite. It's very polite back and forth. Like, they've argued, but not passionately. And not excessively, just like, I believe this, well, I would say this in response. And how do you feel about this? Well, I feel that this. And they're like, well, I would tell you what I think, but I don't think it would interest you. Well, if you say so. It's just very proper. Alright, we're doing this now, aren't we? Get the music back on because it's dope. You had better not be fooled by a world shown at the hand of someone else. Impatience will hurt us. I'll get ready. Oh my god, Zizhan, you have no health. You're right, Hockma, sir. Is there any way to handle this? I don't think we can take him in an ordinary way. We have to believe in that we can win. I'm certain we will persevere if we try. Alright. So this first turn, you don't really fight us. In fact, I don't think you really even have attacks per se. Now we could try and do as much damage to him as possible on the first scene. But even that of itself might be meaningless. So we'll just use, you know... Yeah, we won't put ourselves out too much. You can reload. And forward march, you'll gain ammo for doing so. We'll just keep it nice and chill, multi-slash. Caesar Chance will be handy for the next scene. You may as well draw a page. Probably should have done that first, but it's okay. Yeah, brace up instead, fuck it. Just set yourselves up, lads. You use concentration, because you're gonna need the charge as soon as possible. That'll keep us ahead. Now you should gain strength next turn. Yeah, we're not even doing any damage. I don't know if that's just because our attacks are too weak, or if... Yeah, he's literally immune, so this is doing nothing. Oh, those violins, though. I fucking adore them. Okay, well that was the first turn, wasn't it? And now you've got your shades. Let's have a look at these shades. They're pretty fucking cool looking. Oh, they're literally, yeah, using our gear. So that there's no two ways about it. Okay. Ah, and you do have cards. You're doubling... Oh, I thought you were doubling up on Focus Fire for a second. Uses a powerful combat page every 2 scenes. I don't like that. And you're just immune to all damage, so all we need to do is clash with you. And then we'll figure things out from there, I suppose. Oh, you know what I didn't do? There we go, that helps out. I completely forgot to do that. Okay. Is this going to be tricky? The answer is yes. Yes, it is. You have some relatively tough cards, sir. So you've got Amplification. When playing combat pages whose cost is 3, randomly determined between 0 and 3 each scene, their dice gain plus 3 power. Other pages lose 3 power. So Crimson Claws would gain a lot more power, which is actually very convenient. We could use the other Crimson Claws as a one-sided attack while there's pages in hand. Oh, you've got 2. So you've got Liberty and Obligation. Oh, if the character plays any combat page whose cost is 3, lose 25% HP at the end of the scene. Which would put you in a dangerous position. Nevertheless, I'm gonna gamble a little bit. You are gonna use Crimson Claws. Contest that, and then you're gonna use, is it Amplification? It's Liberty that's costing us. Hopefully, if we do it like that, then they won't suffer the damage at the end of the turn. But there's a lot we need to figure out here. We're also being outpaced ever so slightly. So you've got Swiftness. Gain 3 haste. For each one-sided attack performed in a scene, apply 1 feeble and disarm to self next scene. That's actually fine, because we would want Hockman to be fighting people anyway. Oh, so fucking good, man. Like... Dun, 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 dun. Okay, well, this is gonna be really fucking tricky, like, straight up. Well, we're gonna want the Nikolai one to go, because she's potentially a huge problem. Because she can buff their party. And that's a bad scene. We're gonna be suffering some one-sided attacks, I can tell you that for free. I think overall we just ignore the shadow images. They don't seem to do a lot of damage. I mean, that one kind of sucks, but we're dealing with it. Clash with the slightly stronger shadow images, leave the rest. That's how I'm going to deal with this. Now, actually, let's have a look. HP stagger resists to passive abilities and uses their combat pages. Uses a powerful one every 2 scenes, and then, yeah, you gain all the stuff that we do. Ah, but we're going to want to focus on killing the Elena one, because she's going to gain bonuses when her allies die. After an ally dies, yeah, it's not even a librarian, it's specifically... Okay. Starlight, fully restore light. At the end of the scene, take equal damage to 10% of max HP for every point of light remaining. Okay, we can use all of your light, I'm sure. Actually, we can't. No, we can't. That's really frustrating. I like this game mechanic, but boy, is it frustrating. Uses a combat page that says 2 or more non-counter offensive dice. 2 or more non-counter offensive dice become staggered. That's a bad one. That's a really bad one. We need to get rid of it. Stays in hand. So we're having to, like, it's tricky, man. It's real tricky. So Weber's gonna suffer a fuck ton of damage. There's like fuck all we can do about that this turn, so... just focus on getting the charge. I mean, what else can you do? Need to contest focus fire, but if you use anything with 2 or more non-counter offensive dice... 2 or more, that's the worst, not more than 2, 2 or more. You will stagger, and like all of your stuff has 2 or more. That's that, that's that. Ignore the shadow images. Hit them with frost ammunition to fuck them up a little bit. I don't know, this is not going to go well. I don't think I'm going to win this for a while. That's good. That was something, the extra strength helps. Good. That was pretty good. Good. Oh no. Ow. It was fine. That was expected. That was also expected. Oh no, you should. Oh no, you do still get healed. Oh, that's fine then. That was a pretty bad one. baptism. Who's the one with all the light? It's you. God damn, they suffered damage. Oh no, you probably... Can you even use baptism on yourself? I'm the real one. Now gaining defensive die. Everyone's gaining buffs now from charge. Your thing means you can't do one-sided attacks. Well, you can, you'll just suffer debuffs, but that's fine. Restore 1 light. Gain 1 endurance. Yeah, now's the time. You've got a lot of attacks coming in on you. Magic onslaught. Pluto just doesn't take damage, so presumably we have to kill his friends first. But they're not suffering much damage right now. They're all using I'm the real one. Okay. It might be time to use blood spreading to just sort some stuff out for us. See what you can do, lads. They all completely... Yeah, that was a mass attack defense, basically, that they did. Big shots. That's good. That was not. That was also bad. Oh, God. Big hit. Staggered. Good. Kill her. Kill her. Oh, kill her. Wow, that was weird. Alright, we do have one tool in our arsenal. We still have staggers. But so do they. That went reasonably well. Yeah, Hockmer's now staggered and might die. There, she's dead. That's something. Yeah, suplex Pluto, it's funny. Okay, now we need to take out that one that's gonna potentially provide buffs to everyone. May as well. We're gonna lean away from Blockmer immediately because Hockmer is dying. Zhijan, you. We've killed one of them, but 2 of us are staggered. Oh, because I didn't look at Hotshot's thing, did I? Whoops. Well, we can't honestly say that no one was expecting me to forget something. You want something to fucking go for, I'll give you something to fucking go for. Except the fact that Hockmer's gonna die. That's all we can do now. Now, if any of you are asking, why did you do this? Because I don't know what I'm doing right now, okay? Any question you have like now, which is like, why did you do this when you could have done that? Because I don't know what I'm doing right now. I've been completely thrown off balance. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing right now. Lean in on them. I want them to fucking stagger and die. And swing at them, because we need to do damage. It's fine. That's not fine. You're fucking dead. Lots of health. You're fucking dead. I'm fulfilling my obligations. Yeah, good for you. That's not great. Suplex them, please. Thank you. Oh, Weber died too. Okay, cool. None of these are what I wanted, I've got to be honest. Fuck it. Get ready to have your ears smashed. That might be the play. You're using... Yeah, the horrible sounds. There we go, that'll make it more manageable. Okay. This is gonna be a tough one, I can tell. I know I haven't won this time, I'm just thinking about the future. Oh. If a character uses a comment page has 2 or more non-counter offensive dice become staggered next scene, does that mean we need to set up a singular strike person? Or maybe that would be better for Blockmer. I don't know, man. Zhijan got hit with the double bad. I know Paradise Lost sucks, but that wasn't really my biggest concern at this moment. I just sort of wanted to see what it was like. Okay, well if we're gonna go out, let's go out with a crash. Okay, here's the idea, right? You use focus fire, you will knock them out. Then pound them with frost ammunition, you will knock them out. We're doing double stagger damage this turn. So that might be enough. Zizhan, you don't even have to actually fight properly. No, you don't. All you have to do is hit people and you will get your health back. So do that. Okay? I'm playing with the boundaries of how this game even fucking functions at the moment. And I don't know how it's gonna turn out. Give it a try, lads. This is our best bet. Bingo. 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 You're still alive. Shoot them, they're dead. Very good. Damn it. Almost got Zizhan out of there. No! Wait, will he still synchronize? I don't even know. Who knows? We'll see. Ah, interesting. Interesting. The goal seems to grow closer. But we can't do anything! So what was the point? Why do you get that card? Because you get our cards. Well, that's hilarious. Apparently... Oh, no, you died. What a sly trick. He used my own synchronization against me. That's fucking hilarious. So what even happens now? And we're back to normal. Well, that certainly did happen, didn't it? It was pretty funny. Well, you might be able to kill him. But you're not going to be able to save yourself from everyone else. I can tell you that for free. 9, 18, 27 versus... You might do it. I don't know. Anything's possible. But even if you did, you wouldn't be able to deal with Pluto, so what does it fucking matter, really? Fun. It's an interesting gimmick. I don't even dislike it. It's just gonna be tricky. I can tell you that for free. Yeah. This is over, my friends. You're dead, which is pretty funny. You're staggered, which is pretty funny. You're dead, though. Okay. So it wasn't quite as hopeless as I... Ow, fuck, I keep hitting my desk. With my elbow. It wasn't quite as hopeless as I initially suspected it to be. But this may require multiple tries. In fact, I'm almost certain this will require multiple tries. I need to go in there and properly have a look now. Now that I understand how the mechanics work. I love you too, but I'm a little busy. Now that I fully understand how the mechanics work, I need to assess each of these. Must use pages with certain costs. Pages of a certain cost gain power, others lose power. Gain haste, must engage in clashes. Gain strength, must use pages with 1 offensive die. Only 1 offensive die, not at least 1 offensive die. That's where I got confused. Fully restore light, must use all of it. Alright. Zizhan, I want you to get that one. Fully restore light, must use all of it. I want you to get that. Actually, I want you to get amplification. I believe Hokma has the most 1 offensive die cards, so I want him to get that. And I want him to use the card that has more than 1 offensive die, basically. There we go. I've had an idea, but I'll try it if this one fails. But I have had an idea. Must engage in clashes. Yeah, we'll give that to Weber. Hey, kid. Wanna see some magic? We'll do it this way. There's the contracts. Hopefully these don't come into play on this turn. Hopefully they only start coming into play next turn, but we'll see in just a moment. Lots of health back for Zizhan, it's very good. Now, who did we give to that needs to use all of their light? Fully restore light. Okay, so we'll give baptism to Zizhan to ensure that he uses all of his light every scene. Now, the Shade, formerly known as Elena, needs to die. You can heal people, you can also heal yourself. Unfortunately, you have 5 light and all of your cards are even numbers, which means you can't actually use all of your light. You'll lose 10% of your max HP at the end of the turn, because it's 10% for every point of light remaining. But we can just spam baptism to use that up, so that's sorted. Deal with that. And I want you to just attack Elena, I guess, but before you... Oh no, fuck that up. Okay, I fucked that up. Oh, I fucked everything up. Oh no. Will the city on them, and then I want you to use baptism on Hokma, boost this thing. I forgot to use this trigram, but that's fine. And then you can use forward march on this one. Gain your endurance, you're going to need it. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's being attacked from 2 different directions. You don't have your counter die yet. Use that to deal with that. Devastating Thrash. Magic Missile is really annoying, but I think we might be able to deal with that potentially. So, Devastating Thrash. Use Seize Your Chance. Costs are randomized. If the character plays any combat page whose cost is 1, not less than 1 or less, but just 1, lose 25% HP. So as long as you avoid any and all die, or combat pages that only have a 1 cost, you're alright. So not that one, yes this one, and yes that. Brilliant, so Alexio's thing is that any page he plays whose cost is 1 gains power and everything else loses power, and he doesn't not have any 1 cost cards right now. So that's fucking fantastic, actually. That's just fucking brilliant. It's just incredible, actually. Everything I wanted. This is an interesting fight. I actually quite like it. It's really making me think. It's fun, because we're simultaneously stronger and weaker than our direct copy counters or copycats or whatever, and we're also horrifically outnumbered. So a lot of it comes into focus one down and kill it as soon as you can. But defend yourself where you can. Like Magic Safeguard, for instance, should be ignored, because that doesn't matter. You're unlikely to beat any of his die, so I'd actually like you to just tank some of the damage. Focus fire. Okay, new plan. Block that with that, because you're guaranteed lower damage on the focus fire, and then boost power by 2, but you're losing 3 power, so this is like 3 to 7 versus 5 to 8, so you're not going to win, so just use Absorb Impact. Do your best. You can't use cards whose cost is 1, or you suffer crippling damage. Not that using a 1-cost focus fire would actually save you right now. Anyway, gotta be honest with you, lads. I think I know what I've got to do. I think my attempts to try and keep everyone to clash everything is fairly pointless here. Some things do need to be clashed, sure, but other things? Why fight when we can kill? Focus on killing. Will the prescript? Ignore it. Shadow Image? Ignore it. Magic Safeguard? Ignore it. Magic Deflection? Ignore it. Shadow Image? Ignore it. Straight up. No more playing around, no more fucking about. You can clash that, because you'll probably do a better job with your things the way they are. And then graze the grass. Make sure we're getting our buffs as soon as possible. Let me just remind myself what your thing is. Right, you can't do one-sided attacks. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad I read that, hey. Because fucking hell, that could have been a problem. You can just blunt some damage somewhere. Do that, because if you lose, it's not a big deal, and if you win, he'll just use Graze the Grass, which is virtually useless for him. Okay, I think we got something going. That was pretty bad. Alexio, oh, fuck it, yeah, Alexio, you did better than I expected, I gotta be honest. It's fine. Hit him back. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. That's not great. That was pretty good. Ignore it. Big hit. That was good. Ouch. It's fine. We've already almost staggered her. Give that to Blockma. Go, Blockma, go! Wow, Zizhan, what the fuck happened? You're only supposed to lose 10%. Now everyone's using I'm the Real One, which will defeat blood spreading. So you can't use 1 cost, but you can use 0 cost. You stole Counterpart Might. Interesting. Everyone else is using I'm the Real One. Focus fire them. Rust ammunition them. You have to clash, so get on with it, I suppose. Don't worry about her, she's not hitting anyone. At the very least with defensive bonuses. Try drawing a page and see what you can get, actually, that might help us. Beyond. That could help. Okay, we need to keep them off of Zizhan if we can. But everyone clashing with Zizhan is too... Oh no, they're not too fast. Okay, we can do something about this. Alright, and we will. We have to. You got a clash, so let's use your powers for good. Fuck it, it's gonna suck, but it'll be okay. Now all you've got left to clash with is I'm the Real One. 999999. So it's gonna guaranteed 9s. You're gaining 2 strength, so that'll be 6 to 9, 5 to 10, 6 to 9. I don't like those odds, I've got to be honest. If we can get Zizhan to land some one-sided attacks, we'd be golden. Yeah, just keep them off of Zizhan entirely. That's everyone's job now. Zizhan will be damage dealer and healer. Your stagger is looking rough. You're probably going to stagger next turn, let's be real. Whose cost is 2. Okay, it keeps changing, and it keeps changing to the amount that Alexio does not have anything of, which means Alexio's kind of fucked. She will be staggered. She's not going to survive focus fire. Crimson Claws on her. Double up Crimson Claws on her, because I want her to die. And then use Baptism on Alexio. Keep him alive, if you can. I doubt that'll actually keep him alive, but hey. You're still clashing, very good. Do your best, lads. That went surprisingly well. Oh my god, she didn't stagger. That's not good. That's fine, it all worked out. Everything's fine. My plan worked exactly as I hoped. That was good. He actually damaged him, funnily enough. Oh god. Ouch. Why did that do so much damage? Probably because of the fragile, isn't it? Oh no. Okay. That's helpful. It didn't help that. Oh god, I made him use Will of the Prescript. Why did I do that? Fully recover stagger resist and purge all status elements also applies to staggered librarians. For the duration of the reception, take 2 less stagger damage. That might be exactly what I need. But Advent would also be really helpful. Although the additional light would be useless, but the enhanced effects of baptism would be handy. But, you're definitely staggered. Yeah, you are. And we need Hockmer in the fight. And I just realized that actually helped everyone, so that was kind of amazing. Get heaven. Okay, you can be staggered this turn. Oh dear, I don't believe Hotshot drew focus fire, which is really what we needed them to draw. Okay. You've got either gain strength or restore light. Well, you don't need to restore light, so gain strength. Now we need to be careful not to use true trigram, or concentration, or will of the prescript. We got a lucky break on that and it will not happen again. Why is Jijan's health so consistently low despite all the healing he's doing? At the start of the scene, fully restore light. At the end of the scene, take damage. I'm pretty sure he's using all of his light every single time. You've only got 1 Crimson Claws. You're nearly out. You're nearly gone. We've nearly pushed you out entirely. Combat pay. Any combat cage whose cost is 3. Okay, so don't do that. I want you to focus on shooting the shit out of this guy. 2, 0, 2. He should stagger by the end of that. We should be able to ignore him. Emphasis on should. You can Crimson Claws them, and then you can use Baptism. Ah, you still have a point of light remaining. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You can't use it on the same person twice? Once per scene, okay. Use forward march on them to get some health out of them, because you're obviously going to need it. You're staggered, don't worry about you. You're the one doing the scary shit. You have to clash with people, and you are doing that, you are. It's actually very cool and Chad of you. I'm tired of... Oh, you can't even use that. Fuck. You've got some paralysis. You're gaining strength. We can do this. We can. We just gotta be really fucking careful. You're doing fine, Hockmer. You do need to kind of keep them off of Weber, because Weber can't take much more than they already have. You're gonna be staggered. I have sworn this, that you will be staggered by the end of the turn. I've sworn it. Use Iron Wall or Magic Deflection. And seize your chance on that. Oh, you can't. Okay, well, never mind then. Just take the hit, you'll probably be fine. Block that instead. Now, you did use your thing, didn't you? Yes, you did. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, do that. Okay. That's my plan. Go for it, lads. Shot. Stagger. One more for good measure. Weber, that was excellent. Big shot. Good. Perfect. Weber, you're absolutely killing it. Yes, Weber. Let's fucking go, lads. You can't be stopped. Can't be stopped. can't be fucking stopped. Steal everything from them. Zizhan still lost health. I truly don't understand this anymore. Clearly I'm missing something. Every point of light remaining, but Zizhan used every last point of light. Like, let me... Have I forgotten something? No, there are, I mean, like, I'm sure, bless you guys, you'll tell me what's going on here, but... As far as I can tell, there's no reason Zizhan should be taking damage every turn. I don't know if that's bugged. It's more likely I'm just missing something, because that's kind of my thing. That's what I do. But we're turning this fight around. Now, you're doing a lot of shit, which is a problem, but we are, like I said, we're turning this fight around. You can't use cost 2. That's fine. You can't use focus fire. That's okay. You don't need to. You can do what you need to do. Weber, you're our clasher. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7. You know what? You don't even need to do that. No, you don't even need to do that. Zizhan has this covered. Although if you did that, you would not have enough. But then again, does it even matter anymore? He's just taking damage every turn anyway. Recover HP equal to the amount of damage dealt. I imagine you'll do quite a bit. Zizhan, you'll get so much health back for doing blood spreading, presumably, that you'll just get everything you need anyway. I can't stress how much I love this track so much. It's that violin bit, you know, the one that just was. The da-na-na, sounds so fucking good. And I just can't handle it. It's too much for me. In the best way possible. Cannot fucking take it. I kind of want to have Hokma clash with, Pluto, because Hokma's the only one who can hurt him. But he needs to pick his engagements a little bit. What have you got? You can restore light, which is worthless. Okay, cool. But you are gaining +5 enduring. Use counterpart on magic onslaught. You can't intercept. But you've got enough die to deal with everyone. But do you have the stones, Weber? Do you? Do you have the stones? I know I wanted Hokma to clash because of the damage, but guess what? That's had to change. Straight up. Due to situations beyond my control. And Hotshot still has all of his die. Now, you can't use anything of cost 2. That's fine. You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to. You do not have to. It's fine. Everything's good. We've got this. I know exactly what I'm doing. None of your attacks can currently be used. That's okay. You could even use Heaven when that comes back, because that would actually suit Hokma quite well right now. You will be staggered. I'm going to use that just in case. Just in case. Because the card comes back and it's free anyway. Let's go. Massive health back. He was staggered anyway. He's fucked. Down he goes. Did damage. You're fine, Weber, you're fine. You're fine, you're fine. Good. That was fine. You're dead. More health for Zizhan. Just in case it's necessary. All allies recover 15 HP and stagger resist. I mean, yes please. Oh my god, Zizhan lost so much health, why? Okay, Pluto can now be staggered. It's still a fight, as it turns out. Please don't tell me you're doing the contract shit again, summoning more shades. No, it's just a fight now. Trap target in the barrier next scene. Summon a shade of the librarian trapped in the barrier next scene. Okay, so you are still summoning them, just not as much. If we can hit him very hard... I would say that, Hotshot is probably the one we could afford to let them have. overall. So we'll do it that way. So you can't use 3 cost cards, which is unfortunate because that's focus fire. But whatever, I'm moving around it. Use brace up. You can't even contest that. Oh, you can't intercept it. Fuck. Alright, then it's gonna have to be, it's gonna have to be Weber. It could be Hockmer, but Hockmer is a bit too useful and would be a bit too much of a pain. But Weber can do a lot of damage before getting locked away. You know what? Fuck it. I know that's not how you're supposed to use disposal, but it will still do a lot of damage. A lot of stagger. And Weber, I want you to clash. You're gonna be out for a while. Sucks, but it's fine. I'm thinking of having Hockmer just go for him in terms of mass attacks, or, you know, ego attacks even. And, yeah, because, oh, my brain is just not working. Hockmer, his health and stagger resist are fine, so he's the perfect one to use penitence to just get everyone feeling better. Zhishan keeps losing health and I don't know why, so we're just gonna try and mitigate that as best we can. Preferably with one-sided attacks. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, okay, we can make this work. So, sincere baptism, you. Sincere baptism, you. Then Crimson Claws. Hit him as much as you can. He doesn't have any counter die, so it will suck for him. No, we'll play this a different way. Seize your chance. Beyond. And you can still use Heaven, so it actually works out. To an extent. Although, your light's going to be quite low by the end of the turn. Fuck it. Steal one of his speed die. Gain some endurance as well. Now, you. Penitence. Forward march. And Will the Sea. And Zhishan may as well forward march as well. Let's do as much as we can in as little time as possible. There we go. That's a lot of stagger damage. That's a lot of stagger damage. It could have been more, but it's fine. A lot of stagger damage. Good. Fine. Good. 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 Lots of stagger. Good. Weber, you did excellently. Very happy with you. Zhishan, get all of your stuff back because you're just going to take more damage anyway, so what does it matter? You get some ammo. Stagger, stagger, minor damage in return. We halved his stagger. Zhishan didn't take any damage this turn. I truly don't understand how this works anymore. You keep your emotion level. I wish you wouldn't. Exchange. At the end of the scene, switch to HP of the librarian trapped in the barrier with a shades. Weber's HP sucks. Fucking go for it. They'll be at the end of the scene. But that's still fine. That's still totally fine. 2, 4, 6, 8. Zhishan's gonna take some damage this turn. Because Zhishan doesn't have any cards to play and we used all of our mass attacks, which I really should have held on to in case he needed them, but I hadn't considered that. You can't use 2 costs. Fortunately for you, Focus Fire is free. This is fine. Gain some strength. Yeah. Okay. Alright. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. You're not gaining defensive buffs. Hokma is. Use counterpart might. Multi-slash. Graze the grass. Use a slower one because you may as well. Now you can contest his fast shit. Don't bother with that. Just let him do that. Iron Wall that. And you may as well contest this with what you have. Unfortunately, it's not going to go very well. To the point where you may as well actually just score a direct hit. Because trying to contest it is actually pointless. You're gaining a lot of stats. He's not gaining much. Bayonet combat. I doubt you'll win, but you'll be okay. And then ignore those two because they're worthless amounts of damage. Yeah. Instead, just focus on taking him down. Just focus on killing him. We can't use 2 costs. I need to keep reminding myself it's important. Forward march, and then Zizhan, there's not a lot you can do, to be honest. But you can do something. You can't use it on yourself, sadly, which is a real shame, but oh well. You're gaining defensive bonuses. Yeah, use that. Fuck it. This should be fine. Big shots. Doesn't matter. We even healed him to make sure it didn't matter. Good. Good. That was good. Hot shot. That was very good. And Hokma is kicking the shit out of him. Even Zizhan contributed to that. That's fine. That's fine. Aha. So now Weber should gain a bunch of health. Yeah. That went quite well. You're damaged. Don't tell me you're going to do this again. Trap a target, summon a shade. Okay, so we need to kill him this turn. And who are you trapping? So you're just gonna summon another Weber Shade. This is fine. You can't use 1 costs anymore, that's fine. Don't use 1 costs. But shoot the shit out of this guy. I mean, you've shot him as much as... No, you can do 1 more shoot. It's not good value, but it's okay. You can't use 1 costs. Don't want you clashing with him at all. I just want you to shoot the fuck out of him. Don't let him unlock either. That'd be a problem. Okay, we have Heaven and Penitence now. That's good. You have so many speed die, buddy. It's actually kind of a problem. Let Hex Seal go through because it doesn't matter. You can do it to... you can do it to them again. You can do it to Weber again. Weber is serving a very important role right now. You've got draw 1 page, restore 1 light. You've got full light, so draw a page. Don't even know if you even had more draw. But you got it now. So. Wait a minute. Why doesn't Zizhan have baptism anymore? Does he need to draw it? 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, well it's fine either way. We'll make do with what we have. And what we have is Heaven and Penitence. We will defeat Pluto through the power of unconventional clashing and non-clashing. You can take that hit, Zizhan, you'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be okay. Beyond that, use forward march and brace up. Although actually, just in case, because you won't do a lot of damage with those anyway, you won't heal a lot with those anyway, do them to him to make sure he dies. And then Hockma, your job is to deal with as much shit from Pluto as possible. So magic deflection. A minor amount of damage we'll get through at the end. So, beyond. You can't actually do anything with your last die, so I'd say, I guess, don't really worry about it. There's nothing else you can do this turn anyway, without staggering yourself. Throw that out. Maybe you'll clash with something, I don't know. Go for it, lads. Mass attacks. Damage. 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 Staggered. That was fine. We're not gaining the block benefits, but it's okay. Shield, block, and bash. Don't I know it? Fucking dead. Hey, we still did some damage through that. Literally no damage. Zizhan takes a little bit of damage. You're back. The situation has not improved for dear Pluto. Now restore your light. Now's the time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, well that makes your hat cards more awkward. Especially since you don't have any odd number card. Oh well, you'll lose some health. It is what it is. Gaining 3 strength. I reckon we can use Crimson Claws. Pluto is so fucking close to being staggered. You can't use 0 costs. That's fine. You can't do anything else. You can't do anything else. You can't do anything else, so you'll take 25% of your max health as damage. Good. I was kind of hoping that'd go through, but it's still okay. That's fine. That's fine. It looks like Weber will still lose out anyway, but it doesn't actually matter. Some damage, but it's fine. Why do your magic missiles turn into defensive die? It is absolute bullshit, sir. Complete bullshit. Your stagger has dropped considerably. Oh god, you didn't say you were going to do that. At the end of the scene, take stagger damage equal to 5 times the number of times each die failed to deal damage. So this could get rid of him. We do have some issues, however. You can't use 0 costs. Alright, well, okay, you can't use Counterpart Liberty. That's really annoying, because you can't use 0 costs. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Decent. Well, one of those succeeded. Whoa, oh. I really wish he'd taken the stagger damage straight away. But he didn't appear to take the stagger damage straight away. That's all we need, though. That's all we need. That's done it. That's fucked him up. That's done him. Stick a fork in him, he's etc. Get out of here, stupid. Staggered as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to dump. Never thought I'd say that in my life, but here we are. Oh, Zizhan, have I ever mentioned how much I love that you get all of your fucking light back every single turn because of that contract? Yeah, that contract that Pluto did that was supposed to be a huge problem. I love that you do this. It's great. Fuck you, Pluto. Very good fight, actually. I really enjoyed it. This was a huge brain teaser. A brain twister. It was a huge brain. Not a huge brain on my part. I just muddled my way through it. But it was a huge brain. And in the end, isn't that all that really matters? You're almost definitely going down. And Hockma, I want you to make sure. Yeah, I want you to make sure. With what little you have, draw a page. I want you to make sure. I want to take no risks. We could deal with the Shade, we can't deal with Pluto, so make it happen. Get rid of him. Shred him. Zizhan, you legend. There it is. Zizhan died because he had too much light. It doesn't matter, we won. We did it. Zizhan died, destroying Pluto. What a noble sacrifice for our immortal god machine. Oh, wow. That was a whole thing. Suspicious contract, yeah, I bet. Enraged Striker, Hannah Association Director, Hokmako glasses. Weber got a cool hat, and Zizhan got a hood. Everyone, even Alexio, even though Alexio died early, Alexio served a role. It was crucial in the early points of that fight that we just crushed them one by one. Every turn that they were allowed to do what they want and we had to try and wrestle with our contractual obligations made it a huge problem. Here we go, the final one. Am I doing it now? Yeah, of course I am. Do I actually get to take your stuff back, or... Oh, it all counts as the same floor! Oh, you dick! So I have to build Roland with what I have left. Now, that is fair, because... Roland's literally it's just one person on this floor. So, someone mentioned, importantly, that I should probably get loan fixer. And yeah, honestly, that would be a good idea. Gain 3 strength. Yeah, I'd like that, please. Thank you. Otherwise, alright, well, I'll be back once I've built this, because I'm not gonna rush this. I'm actually gonna sit here and have a fucking look, because this is going to be a hard fight. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, obviously, I'm gonna get this out of the way straight away. First thing I wanted to do for Roland was I wanted to give him locked potential. But I've used all of my index key pages and I didn't get them back, so I couldn't do that. Part of my plan was to also use Gloria's passive to like lower the cost of a lot of his cards, because I've heard that one of Roland's issues is that he lacks longevity and starts to break down towards the end of a fight. Even though some of these cards seem like they do pretty well in terms of recovery, they also, you know, like, that costs. That's free but doesn't restore light. I would say I haven't really spec'd into longevity. What I've done is I've got Lone Fixer, the 12 Fixers, Keeping in Stride, and Mind Hauler. So he's got HP and stagger resist recovery capabilities. Actually, there is something I want to look at. Deep breaths. It's risky. You know what? I'll get rid of Keeping in Stride and bring in deep breaths. And we'll see if that works. Obviously, I am extremely excited for this fight, and I imagine I'm probably going to lose on the first attempt. Argalia's tough. He's immune to ranged attacks, but of course we could use Atelier Logic to clash rather than to fucking actually deal damage, because it's got decent numbers, which will be increased by Lone Fixer and 12 Fixers. Let's just see how it goes. On the floor of General Works, Roland will receive his guest alone. Begin the reception. I wish he wouldn't, because I've got a full team here I would have liked to show off, but sure. Yeah, Galia. He has 5 times Roland's health, but that's fine. Shimmering, Nuovo Fabric, of course. No damage from ranged attacks. Uses Resonate, a combat page that becomes stronger if Argalia's speed equals its target's vibration. When HP falls to 25, purge all stats elements and fully recover stagger resist. Afterwards, use a combat page final impromptu. Does not fall below 25 until this happens. Immune to mobilization. Opponent's max HP and stagger resist increase. Opponent's number of dice pages drawn per scene and light recovery increased by 2. If no other allies are present at the end of the scene, gain 3 strength next scene. Yeah, so he's done it as well. But he has actually equalized the playing field. On Clash Lose, opponent loses 2 vibration. So I guess the key is to try and dice on this page and the page clashing with it unaffected by power gain or loss. Huh. So I guess, really, target's current die cannot be recycled. This die is rolled 3 times! Final impromptu is horrible. Resonate is rough. But it is being set up to be a fair fight. Gotta give the game that.
롤랑, 정말 나랑 한마디도 안 할 거야?
You gotta have a conversation, Roland. It's the big finish. Hang on. This is important. Because we gotta hear these two talking.
할 말이 더 있나? 서로 목적은 확실하잖아.
Yeah. Everything's known that needs to be known, but also everything not known, we need to know more. We need to know a lot more, actually. We need to know everything.
설마 엔젤라가 상처를 받았다고 그렇게 날 서 있는 건 아니겠지?
You realize he's more upset about what you did to his wife, right?
그럴 리가 없지. 넌 그저 네 완벽한 계획이 틀어져서 화가 난 것뿐이야.
That probably has something to do with it too.
너야말로 이런 짓을 벌이는 주제에
이런 짓이란 게 뭘까? 올바르지 못한 짓?
Yes.
난 그 올바르다는 걸 이해할 수 없어.
Clearly.
인간이라는 존재가 올바른 상식이란 걸 안고 있어서 발전이 없고 불행한 삶을 사는 거잖아.
Well, on the one hand, you could consider it being ingrained into human beings in the name of society. You know, we're taught at a young age what is right and wrong in accordance with the laws of the land in which we live. But it's also a consideration of, you know, the superego versus the id, as it were. And you have no superego, do you? You have none at all. Not even a little bit, clearly. Obviously a sociopath. But yeah, no sense of community or consideration for fellow human beings.
뭔 헛소리야.
What do I have to listen to now?
흔히 정이라고 부르는 것들 말이야.
Uh-huh.
시간은 왜 일정한 방향으로 흐를까?
'Cause it do.
그건 너희가 시간은 한 방향으로만 흘러야 한다고 생각하기 때문이야.
I suppose so. This is leaning into the faith discussion.
대체 그게 왜 올바른 걸까? 올바르다는 것의 기준은 무엇일까? 왜 이런 걸 정해야 하는 걸까?
Well, I appreciate you guys have reality-bending powers at your disposal, but in our reality, it's because reality is reality, and there's not a lot we can do about it.
우리가 더 발전하지 못하도록 선을 정해놓은 무언가의 존재가 있기 때문 아닐까?
Probably.
올바르다고 하는 건 왜 인간의 욕망을 제약하려는 거지? 왜 더 발전할 수 없게 하느냐는 거야.
Because of people like you.
난 의문을 품었지만 곧 이것에 대한 답을 내렸어. 그리고 이제 그 사실을 도시 전체에 알리려고 해.
Are you now?
네 개소리를 정리하면 그 틀 따위만 없어도 시간을 거스를 수 있다고?
Ah.
쓸데없는 생각을 하는데 인생을 낭비하고 있군.
아니, 가능할 거야. 불가능하다고 이미 틀을 잡고 의심하니 그 밖으로 나갈 수 없는 거고.
I'd like to point out that you and Angela are both suffering from the same issue of you don't actually know what's going to happen when you do the thing you want to do. Angela is convinced that she will get the perfect book that will allow her to leave this place, but she doesn't actually know that unless Carmen has told her. And Argalia, you're assuming you'll be able to go back in time once you've done this, but you don't actually know that.
우리는 이 틀만 없다면 끝없이 비상할 수 있어. 이건 가정이 아니라 확신할 수 있는 사실이지.
Just because you say it's not a hypothesis and it is a fact doesn't make it a fact. That's not how that works.
그것을 깨닫고 우리 악단이 지금 이 모습으로 너희 앞에 있으니.
Well, what's left of it, which is just you.
말은 그럴듯하게 하지만 결국은 너도 네가 안고 있는 고통을 없애고 싶을 뿐 아닌가?
Sounds about right.
나와 도시 그리고 직접적으로 안젤리카를 앗아간 엔젤라를 짓밟고 싶을 뿐이잖아.
I'm not entirely sure about that, though.
내가 너랑 같은 줄 알아? 하나는 제대로 보고 둘은 볼 줄 모르는구나. 난 내 아픔을 고스란히 되갚아주려는 게 아니야.
How respectable.
완전히 부정하지는 않을게. 처음에는 그런 마음을 품었을지도 몰라. 내게 있어 하나뿐이었던 빛을 두 번씩이나 빼앗겼으니.
I suppose it's an understandable response.
아주 잠깐은 그 피아노 앞에서 이런저런 생각이 다 들더라. 절망, 집착, 분노, 슬픔. 하지만 곧 그 감정들은 허무하게 흩어졌지. 모든 게 그래. 모든 게 정말 아름다워 보였어. 내가 널 잃은 게 정말 비극이었을까? 누가 이를 비극이라 정의했을까?
Well, it would be you, I suppose, so you could just decide it's not a tragedy. To you.
넌 아직도 분노의 눈이 멀어 있지만 난 이제 그런 감정들에 신경 쓰지 않기로 했어.
If only it was so easy to decide that you don't care anymore.
지금조차 안젤리카를 위한다는 명목으로 끈덕지게 매달리는 주제.
Ah, he's angry again. He's quite upset.
아니야, 롤랑. 난 곧 이 연주와 함께 안젤리카를 보내주려고 해.
I guess he established that he didn't care when he allowed Jaehon to make a puppet out of her.
누구처럼 추하게 난동 부리는 일은 없을 거란 말이지.
No, you've just been murdering tons of people in the sea to do what you want to do.
안젤리카가 더러운 목적을 위한 명분이 된다는 건 이제 끔찍한 핑계에 불과하니까.
Uh-huh.
그걸 깨달은 인간이 추모곡이니 뭐니 구차한 핑계나 늘어놓고 있군.
That's true, you're trying to create a new world, so it's not really anything to do with her anymore, is it?
인간이란 그런 거 아니겠어? 그래서 이 연주를 시작하는 거야. 이 연주는 나의 마지막 깨달음이 될 거고 동시에 모두가 이 깨달음을 알게 될 테지.
Uh-huh.
더불어 안젤리카를 위한다는 일은 이 장송곡이 마지막일 거야.
Although I suppose having the dirge be the thing that will bring about the new world would be a like, I'm giving her a final send-off and moving on with my life. Which is actually admirable in its own way.
네 말은 끝까지 이해할 수 없네. 너무 헛소리라 그런가?
He is fucking crazy though.
이해할 수 없는 것이 존재하기에 재밌는 거 아니겠어? 난 앞으로 내가 이해할 수 없는 걸 쫓을 거야. 무궁무진하게 앞으로 나아갈 힘을 얻는다는 뜻이기도 하고.
Respectable.
그러기 위해서는 지금 너희의 그 힘을 손에 넣어야겠지?
Yes, I guess that is required.
정겨웠던 이야기는 여기서 끝내자. 아직도 그 장갑에
Of course he is, he wouldn't stand a fucking chance if he didn't.
정말 역겹네.
닥쳐.
Okay, we're doing this. Let's turn the music back up. Let the performance begin. Ow. This will be the overture to us and the change we're about to usher to the world, and Roland has nothing to say. Which is about right. We're going to turn quick mode off so we can see what's happening. Okay. So, Preludio, Dissonance, Preludio. Okay. Furioso, which you can only do after all 9 combat pages have been used. Okay, so, at the end of each scene, gain 3 strength. So for this initial scene, neither of us are gaining any strength, if I'm correct. Let me just confirm that on his side. Yes, so next scene, they'll both power up, as it were. How very Dragon Ball Z of you. Preludio 57528. We do have some bonuses. We have to be careful, because we just don't want to take that vibration. It seems like exactly what he wants, and it seems like it'll be a massive problem if I let it happen. He's hitting us with 3 die. We don't necessarily need to win on Dissonance if we win on the 2 Preludios, because we wouldn't have gained any vibration. Roland, you did not gain nearly as much health as I hoped you would! 208! Fuck's sake. Okay, it's fine. You can recover stagger resist though. Let's start like this for now and see what we can do. Because you don't have anything else. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine, that's what we wanted. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Our first turn went well. See, Lies seems like it could be effective. We'll get Pulsation, because that's guaranteed. Next turn, we'll start gaining strength. More strength than we've currently just gotten. Scythe Slash, Dissonance, Preludio, Preludio. We're going to take a one-sided hit, but if we Yeah, if we take dissonance, we won't get well, no, actually, that has nothing to do with it. Okay, fine. But we want to deal with side slash because we don't want to take the extra damage. We may as well let dissonance go through, and then the preludios need to be contested. Which you could do with Crystal Atelier. Yeah, now get you a counter die, which could help. And then use Zelkova Workshop to deal some extra damage. Okay, let's see what we can do. Good. 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 Excellent. Big hits. You love to see it. Very good. Very good. Fucking brilliant. Couldn't have gone better. Lucky. Failure. But I don't think you gained vibration for that, did you? No. And you hit him back anyway, so it's fine. Durandal. Good. Durandal. Good. Zelkova Workshop. Good. The Zelkova Workshop. Good. Okay. This helps. Pale hands. Okay. Okay, things are happening. I am so terrified of every turn. Every turn is terrifying. We just need to use 3 more of these, and we would get it. And how much does it cost? It's only a 3 cost, so... And it would inflict a lot of negative effects on him. He's gaining more strength, but we're gaining more strength. Fool! What do you even do? He doesn't appear to use ranged attacks, so Mook Workshop is very questionable. You can only contest one of those, so we want to contest Scythe Slash. You're not gaining any endurance, so Old Boy's Workshop is very questionable. He's only gaining 1. No, he's gaining 4 to his strength, so that would be a 7-11 versus 5-9, which will remain a 5-9, because you're not gaining power. So the question, ladies and gentlemen, is do I take some early failures to try and get Furioso going, or do I continue to try and play the long game? I think we can afford that. We can afford that. Ah, you're doing 2 Preludios on the same die. And we're not fast enough to intercept them, I see. Crystal Atelier is going to be necessary to mitigate some of the damage we're taking. He is gaining more strength now, though. And I'm not sure if the initial die will be enough to defend against that. Alright, well, we only need to beat the first die in order to be okay on that. We just don't want him to get vibration. That's too expensive, straight up. Durandal, keep gaining strength. Keep gaining strength. Can't use that. Ah, I know everything I'm doing is wrong. But maybe such a thought could liberate me. If I know I'm doing this wrong, then I don't have to worry anymore. I can just fucking go for it. Fuck it. Fuck it, just go for it. Good. 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 That was good. That's not great, but we'll be okay. Big hit. Big hit. Good. Good. Alright, well in terms of overall health, we are winning. Defensive die gain 1 to 2 power, but receive more stagger. Slowing him down would actually be very helpful. So, let me just evaluate something real quick. At level 3 or higher, also boost the maximum roll, so we're gaining a permanent +1 now. Scythe Slash, Preludio, Unhinged Melodia. On Clash, lose, gain 3 strength next scene. Alright, I know what I want to do about that one then. Yeah, I know what I want to do about that. Because the first eye is really powerful, and we can't really afford to let it through. Pale Hands, after character is hit 2 times, 3... Oh, cool, yeah, we're doing that now. Lovely. You've got 2 Preludios going. Old Boys Workshop there, I need to get this going. Oh, Wheels Industry does destroy the next die. Which would make it an effective counter to Unhinged Melodia. So I don't think destroying a die counts as a Clash win, does it? And now guess where we need to go. Though to be honest... Yeah. Use Mook Workshop. Deal with that. You'll take 1 minor hit, and it makes for certain that he will not gain that strength bonus. Which means things will be good. Destroy his next die, it'll be fun, and then... You're gonna have to take Scythe Slash. Oh no, you can't actually do anything about that. Are both... Yeah, both Preludios. Alright. Fine. No Wheels Industry yet. What we'll do instead is use Crystal Atelier. And then rely on the fucking counter die to beat the other one. And we can ascertain that by... clashing with that with something. Got nothing else left to use, so let's go for it. Very good. Very good. Very good. Go on. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful and you love to see it. Sorted. That's exactly what I wanted out of that. Good. That's fine. Now hit him back. You've halved his health. Good. Good. That went quite well. We've got all the cards but one done. I'm not using Fervent Beats. That's a bad idea. I'm not going to beat him in 3 scenes, I don't think. No. It would be hype, but it's not a good idea. How's your stagger resist? Actually, you gain so much stagger resist. Yeah, just use blood. Now your defensive die pair up a little bit more. Ah! He's been bound 7, which means we can choose every engagement now. Well, that changes everything. Resonate. If speed is equal to target's vibration, all dice on this page gain +4 power and target loses all vibration. Well, I don't have any vibration, so... I don't think that makes a difference. Unless 1 counts as 0 in this context, but that wouldn't make any fucking sense. Trails of blue. Dice on this page and the page clashing with it are unaffected by power gain or loss. Well, Wheels Industry. This would be the time to use Wheels Industry. To deal with Trails of Blue. Use Atelier Logic to deal with that. Scythe Slash, Ranga Workshop. Preludio. I think Old Boys Workshop would do it. We'll take Dissonance, it's fine. Hit him with Zelkova. And you've got nothing else to play, but that's okay. Good. Not good. It works out. Very good. Exceptional. Fantastic. Oh, I love it. Perfect. Fuck you. You're not even competing. Start competing, Argalia. It's embarrassing. That was a compete. Big hits. And he even managed to do a little deflect. Roland has lost a lot of health, though. We could... The thing is, there's not much of the fight left. And plus, if he gets immobilized on the turn where he has, 25 health, he will remove immobilize from himself. So it won't even work. I say go with Blizzard, actually. It doesn't even do anything anyway. You dick game, come on, come on. Ah, it's fine. Furioso is available. Not that it'll make much difference, because when he gets to 25 HP, purge all stats elements, fully recover stagger resist. And then use final impromptu. Let's assess the situation, because theoretically we could just beat this normally and save Furioso for the next round. Resonate. Thanks to our... thanks to our bonuses, Crystal Atelier actually basically functions as 2 combat pages instead of just 1. Provided that counter die does win every single clash. Sequential Blitz. Well, that seems like a Crystal Atelier job. We don't want to suffer paralysis, really. Preludio. We don't have a massive power advantage over him anymore. We did before, we don't now. Because we didn't use Durandal that time. It's worth pointing out that Ron's not going to gain, not going to get all of his light back every turn anymore. We don't have any vibration, do we? No. Okay. I mean, Atelier logic makes sense for that. Zelkova for Preludio. Unfortunately, that's all we've got. But it should be okay. That's good. Big hit. Fail. 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 Big hit. Big hit. We might stagger him this turn. Big hit. I think we're going to stagger him this turn. Yes. Now we can work him down at our leisure, which is good because we're kind of low on light, actually. So I want Durandal because I want the strength next scene. Restore 3 light. I might not get to use Durandal. Draw a page. Light regain is going to be the most important thing here, as much as I'd love to hit him with Durandal. I really would. We need as much light as we can get for the next scene. It's going to be quite important. Yes, it is. Hold on to Ranga, just in case. He's going to purge all stats effects from himself anyway, so Ranga wouldn't make a difference. Get him! What a nerd! What a loser! You're dumb, and so's your plan. Also dumb. Fuck you. Okay, here we go. Now you're doing your biggin. I mean... That's kind of why it's here. Oh, wrong one. You fool. Now, just in case, don't want to take any unnecessary risks here, you know. Don't want to take any unnecessary risks. Let's make sure he dies. Let's not fuck around. Let's make sure he dies, and let's make sure there's no scene after this as well. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see the coolest attack in the game again? Because we're doing it now. Let's do this. This won't be how it ends. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, you fucking fool. Get the fuck out of my face. There it is. Orlando Furioso, dead silent. Curtain call for the reception of the blue reverberation. Ah, that felt good. That felt damn good. Ending that on Furioso, which is obviously what you're supposed to do. Feels amazing. Largo, Allegro, Trails of Blue, Resonance, Scythe, Tempestuous Danza. 10% chance of boost attack damage is attack damage by 2 when the passive ability Resonance activates. Okay, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
어떻게든 저 또라이 집단을 막았군.
This is going to be an interesting scene. I guess I'm not recording 2 videos today. I have another fun video planned, but I'll work on that tomorrow. We're doing this now. It's a fascinating moment because there simultaneously feels like there's nothing left and everything left.
책들도 지금까지와는 차원이 다른 힘을 지닌 것 같고.
Yeah, they're quite strong, and they might have given us enough light to do what we need to do.
이곳이 종착점인 거지.
We're finally there now. Roland, are you going to ruin it?
축하해, 엔젤라. 드디어 끝났네.
Are you going to ruin it though?
인간의 몸까지 얻었고 이제 더 기계로 살지 않아도 되는 거잖아.
Is this what you've been waiting for?
그래. 이제 나는 자유야. 빛은 다 모였으니까.
Yep.
온전한 인간의 몸. 그리고 자유를 얻었지. 덕분이야.
Yeah, about that though.
고마워. 룰랑.
But then
빛 속에서 내 책을 꺼내기만 하면 돼.
my book? Your own book?
좋아. 그럼 나도 이제 끝낼 수 있겠네.
Don't do thing.
엔젤라. 이제부터 내가 뭘 할지 알겠지?
Roland, buddy, come on, you've had so many realizations.
역시 도서관으로 온 건 우연이 아니었구나.
No, the purple tear sent him here.
그래. 지금 이 순간까지 온 건 내 인생에서 가장 큰 도박이었어.
Oh boy.
그렇구나. 내가 자유를 얻을 수 있도록 도운 건 나를 위해서가 아니었어.
I mean, even if he didn't have a big plan, you did press gang him into it, so...
난 너에게 보기 좋게 이용당한 거고.
Yeah, you also used him like a tool. I just want to point that out.
억울한 듯 말하면 섭섭하지. 농땡이 피운 적은 없다고?
Yeah.
철저히 네가 마지막에 도달할 때까지 내 모든 걸 걸고 널 도왔어.
It's true.
아무리 적게 쳐도 서로 이용한 거지.
It's true.
그래서 성과는?
We're still being so fucking vague about what his goal is, though, is that it makes me think he's not actually here to kill her, because that seems too obvious. But I don't know.
충분해. 도서관에 온 이유는 피아니스트 같은 뒤틀림이 만들어진 원인을 찾기 위해서였어.
Okay.
그 일의 장본인이 누군지 궁금했고.
The question is, has he grown enough to move past it?
결과적으로 모든 원인은 엔젤라, 너였지.
Uh-huh.
네가 마지막에 발버둥 치지만 않았어도 그런 일은 없었을 거야.
It's true. In so few words.
그럼 왜 바로 나를 맞거나 죽이지 않았어?
I assume he's gonna let her fix it first and then kill her?
첫 번째, 처음 널 봤을 때 죽일 수 있는 존재가 아니었어.
That's true.
두 번째, 네가 왜 그런 선택을 했는지 이유를 알고 싶어서.
Fair. And she did have a good reason, as it were.
세 번째, 네가 나와는 다른 선택을 할 수 있을 것 같아서.
Okay.
그리고 네 번째, 마지막에 가장 큰 상실과 고통을 안겨주기 위해.
You're gonna do to her what she did to A. Oh no.
지금 넌 완전한 인간의 몸. 고통도 죽음도 확실히 받을 수 있지.
Oh boy.
더불어 너도 나름의 큰 아픔과 좌절, 그리고 상실을 겪었다는 걸 알았어.
She did. A lot of it. Perhaps more than most.
왜 그런 선택을 했는지 이해할 수 있고.
Good.
그래서 시간이 지날수록 고민하는 너를 보며 다른 선택의 여지가 있을지도 모른다는 생각을 해봤어.
I'm pretty sure there is.
네가 다른 답을 택한다면
She might. Maybe.
아주 만약에 그랬다면 나도 다른 답을 선택할 수 있지 않을까.
And now you can because of the realizations.
하지만 결국
Oh.
아니더군. 네가 100만 년 동안 견딘 아픔에 비하면 내 아픔은 별것도 아니겠지만 그게 어쨌다는 거지?
That's that and this is this.
난 그날 비렁이를 피아노 앞에서 맹세했어.
Oh no.
내게서 세계를 앗아간 도시에 반드시 같은 상실과 좌절의 슬픔을 안겨주겠다고.
Oh, so you're actually just gonna fuck the whole thing up.
너처럼.
We do have 45 librarians, Angela. We could deal with him. In fact, we may have to.
그렇다면 내가 겪은 고통은 누구에게 부담받아야 하지?
I'm going to assume the answer is something along the lines of, that's not my problem.
내가 할 수 있는 건 하나밖에 없었어. 같은 아픔을 겪게 하는 것밖에.
나에게 그 답을 묻는 거야?
I guess.
알았다면, 그리고 선택할 수 있었다면 이딴 개짓거리를 하진 않았겠지. 그래도 한 가지는 확실히 알아. 피를 피로 씻으면 이렇게 된다는 걸.
Then don't wash it with more blood. You can break the cycle, Roland. You can be better. You could stop it right now.
엔젤라, 넌 반드시 나와 같은 슬픔을.
But she's already felt a bunch, so it's moot by this point.
아니, 그 이상의 고통을 겪어야만 해. 넌 내게 있어 전부였던 안젤리카를 앗아갔어.
But Roland, the realizations. I guess he never really came out of those going, wow, you're right, this has changed my worldview. It's just him venting, really.
난 오직 이 순간을 위해 아는 사람들의 죽음을 방관하고 오랜 친구를 내 손으로 직접 죽였지.
It's not worth it, man, it's not.
이 순간을 위해 네 옆에서 모든 감정을 억누르고 웃었던 거야.
It's not worth it.
우는 모습은 낯서네.
I bet.
이제 그딴 개지랄도 끝이야. 반드시 내 모든 걸 걸고 네가 상상도 못할 온갖 방식으로 세상에서 가장
Oh, you're literally just gonna kill her, okay.
고통스럽게 죽일 거야.
I see.
그것도 자유로 내디디기 한 걸음 전에 말이야.
It's not necessary.
모든 걸 빼앗고 그 이상으로 되돌려 주겠어.
I mean, I can't say it's unjustified, but come on, man. Come on, that's all I've got as an argument. I'd be standing there next to Roland now. He's doing this full, like, monologue of, like, the expression of it, the culmination of his pain and suffering, and I'm just stood there like, come on, man, just don't. Please don't. Come on, man. Remember when you had beers with Netzik? That was cool. Come on, just don't.
난 그저 내 고통에 보답받고 싶을 뿐이야.
Yeah, but you inflicted more on everyone else. Well, not more, but you inflicted suffering on everyone else.
뭐야, 그 약한 모습은. 마지막에 와서 없던 망설임이라도 생긴 거야?
Probably.
아니지. 그럴 리 없어. 넌 힘과 지식, 그리고 제대로 된 삶과 생명을 얻었으니 그저 손에 쥔 걸 놓고 싶지 않은 것뿐이야.
It's distinctly possible.
난 적어도 강제적이지 않은 방법을.
Oh boy.
넌 빛을 탈취할 때와 같은 논리로 대가라는 명목하에 도서관에 찾아온 자들을 죽였어.
Yeah.
그로 인한 인과조차 고려하지 않고 말이야.
Yeah.
넌 본인 이외의 사정에 대해 알 바 아니라는 태도로 일관하니까.
Yeah.
하지만 비난하지 않아. 비난할 수 없지. 그래, 그게 도시야. 그건 그거고 이건 이거니까. 그러니 나도 철저히 도시 사람으로서 널 죽이겠어.
Okay.
난 널 죽이고 복수를 취하고 넌 날 죽이고 자유를 얻으면 돼.
What an unfortunate conclusion.
서로 원색적이고 간단한 하나의 마음가짐으로 맞서면 되는 거야.
So I suspect, and maybe it'll still be the case, I don't know, but I suspect that way back when, this was a decision the character made, where it's like, who are you gonna play as? Who are you gonna have win?
너도 다른 생각하지 말고 그저 자유와 복수를 향한 욕망만 품으면 돼. 내게는 고통밖에 없습니다.
But you don't have to have nothing but your sorrow. You could have more. At least Argalia moved on.
그것 말고는 아무것도 바라지 않습니다.
Ugh.
고통은 내게 충실했고 지금도 변함이 없습니다. 내 영혼이 심연의 바닥을 헤맬 때에도 고통은 늘 곁에 앉아 날 지켜주었으니 어떻게 고통을 원망하겠습니까?
Oh boy.
아, 고통이여, 너는 결코 내게서 떠나지 않겠기에 나는 마침내 너를 존경하기에 이르렀다. 나는 이제 너를 알겠다.
Realize. Yeah, do the realization.
너는 존재하는 것만으로도 아름답다는 것을.
It's all part of the poem, isn't it? Yeah, it's a poem. I know it's a poem. Everyone's been talking about it.
너는 가난한 내 마음의 화롯가를 결코 떠나지 않았던 사람을 닮았다. 나의 고통이여, 너는 더없이 사랑하는 연인보다 다정한. 나는 알고 있나니 내가 죽음의 자리에 드는 날에도 너는 내 마음속으로 깊이 들어와 나와 함께 가지런히 누우리라.
Now we're fighting the Black Silence. We can use 3 floors. And we have, presumably, access to everything. Let me just have a quick look. Yep, we have access to everything except the Black Silence, obviously. Now, can I just leave? Yes, I can. I can forfeit reception and go back to the beginning. It's all or nothing here. And we can't use Roland on our floor. Wow, the fucking floor of General Works really is the weakest floor in the game, isn't it? You don't get ego, and your fucking patron librarian leaves. Well, I think you can guess what I'm about to do, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm leaving this for next time, because this video will become excessively long if I don't. So, tomorrow. It's not going to be tomorrow. Next time will be our big finale, our grand conclusion, the presumable end of Ruina. I guess Kater is never going to have a fucking realization, because this doesn't seem like the kind of game, or indeed, it doesn't seem feasible that Roland will survive this battle. It just wouldn't make sense if that were the case. So, yeah. We're going in. We're gonna end it. It's gonna end. This is presumably the final encounter. I can't imagine what will be beyond this, other than if once we fed all the light to the library, Carmen's resurrected corpse emerged from it as a giant tree, which is not impossible, but admittedly unlikely. But that'll be next time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is gonna be rough. Special thanks to Adash Sanjeev, Alkir, Honeydew Corporation, Sweet Baby Red, MB Alias, The Old Man River, Lord Skullington, Jessica Kitty, Plutonium Pie, Dreamer Ghost, Leper Lullaby, K-Bub, Magical, The Frostbite, Monsoon, Subworld, Jumping with Joy, Warmaster Oku, SCP-106A, Namad, and Kenny T800 for supporting me on Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. There was never going to be a good ending for Roland, was there? It was never going to happen. Even after all those realizations. Does doing the realizations affect the ending, or is that just necessary for unlocking ego pages, I wonder? I suppose it doesn't matter by this point. The outcome is the outcome. We're here, it is what it is, that's that, and this is this. And next time, that'll be that, and this will be this. It will be the end, I presume. Unless, of course, it's not. I don't know. Could be anything. Could even be nothing. But whatever happens, hope I see you there. Toodles. Goodbye.
내게는 고통밖에 없습니다. 그것 말고는 아무것도 바라지 않습니다. 고통은 내게 충실했고 지금도 변함이 없습니다. 내 영혼이 심연의 바닥을 헤맬 때에도 고통은 늘 곁에 앉아 날 지켜주었으니 어떻게 고통을 원망하겠습니까? 아, 고통이여, 너는 결코 내게서 떠나지 않겠기에 나는 마침내 너를 존경하기에 이르렀다. 나는 이제 너를 알겠다. 너는 존재하는 것만으로도 아름답다는 것을. 너는 가난한 내 마음의 화롯가를 결코 떠나지 않았던 사람을 닮았다. 나의 고통이여, 너는 더없이 사랑하는 연인보다 다정한. 나는 알고 있나니 내가 죽음의 자리에 드는 날에도 너는 내 마음속으로 깊이 들어와 나와 함께 가지런히 누우리라.